Have you ever wondered why the eyes of Asians often look different from those of other races? Some people even describe them as barely open. The truth is, the differences aren't about eyesight, they're about anatomy, genetics, and evolution. Let's dive into the science behind it. One of the most noticeable features is the epicanthic fold. This is a small fold of skin that covers the inner corner of the eye, and it's common among East Asians, some Southeast Asians, and even certain indigenous Arctic populations. When present, it can make the eyelid crease less visible, contributing to the barely open appearance. Importantly, this is purely a structural feature. The eyes themselves are the same size as anyone else. Another factor is eyelid fat distribution. Many East Asians have a thin layer of fat on the upper eyelid, which smooths the skin and can hide a deep crease. Combined with the epicanthic fold, this can give the impression that the eyes are narrower, even though the eyeball is normal in size. The levator muscle and its connective tendon, the levator aponeurosis, also play a role. This muscle lifts the upper eyelid, and variations in where the tendon attaches to the eyelid skin and tarsal plate determine whether a crease forms. It's why some people naturally have a double eyelid, while others have a monolid. Even the orbital bone structure contributes. In many East Asians, the eye sockets are slightly flatter and the brow ridge less pronounced. This affects how the eyelid sits and interacts with surrounding facial structures, adding to the narrower appearance. The tarsal plate, a dense strip of connective tissue in the eyelid, also varies slightly between populations, further influencing eyelid shape. So why did these features evolve? Here is where we move into theory. One idea is environmental adaptation. The epicanthic fold may have helped protect the eyes from harsh climates, wind, dust, or snow glare in northern regions, and ultraviolet sunlight in sunny regions. Another possibility is genetic drift. Sometimes traits become common in a population purely by chance, or through sexual selection, where certain features become preferred over generations. It's also important to recognize developmental changes. In infants, the epicanthic fold is more pronounced, even in populations that later develop double eyelids. Facial growth and midface bone development can subtly change eyelid shape over time. Population studies show that not all East Asians have prominent folds, and similar folds appear in Central Asian, indigenous Arctic, and even some African populations. This illustrates that evolution is rarely linear, and multiple factors, genetic, environmental, and random, combine to produce the diversity we see today. Despite appearances, the barely open look does not affect vision. The eyes function normally, and the shape is simply a result of how the skin, muscles, fat, and bones are arranged. In the end, the differences in eye shape are a beautiful example of human diversity. They show how anatomy, genetics, and evolution come together in subtle ways, creating features that are both functional and unique. Recognizing these differences with curiosity, rather than judgment, helps us appreciate the complexity and variety of human traits around the world. So next time you notice someone's eyes, remember, the shape, the crease, the folds, they're not just features. They're a window into evolution, adaptation, and the incredible diversity of humanity.